Israel had to be a colonial enterprise. You couldn't possibly establish a Jewish state in Palestine without coming in with force of empire. In order to maintain your power, you have to dehumanize the other. As you dehumanize the other, you dehumanize yourself. You lose your own humanity. You don't get to be New York Times bureau chief without being blind. The New York Times had an article about a caviar farm in Israel.
Oh, no.
Where the workers went to work despite the war just to ship caviar to Europe. The New York Times had a feature, a whole page about this freaking caviar farm.
And the ICC no longer has the power.
When you say ICC no longer, it never did have the power. There's an international legal definition of what constitutes genocide. Whatever I think of it, there's an international legally accepted definition, which according to leading Jewish Israeli scholars of genocide, Israel's present actions meet that definition. Sanders' point of view is a cop-out. He makes it all about Netanyahu.
And do they think there can be peace without Israel somehow being held accountable?
Everything the Americans said about the Soviets was also true. What they each said about themselves was total lies. So this rule-based order has always been a lie.
What are the psychological impacts for all of us living in a system where value is strictly measured in profit?
What people should realize is I struggle with the same stuff like everybody else. In terms of anxiety or depression or despair or hopelessness, I can go through all those states.